Here we are again, working on what we do. This is a project I've been passionate about for 4 years now, and that is creating the perfect soft plastic glide. I was pretty astounded to see Berkeley taking Grow Designs and turning it into the Nessie. And the Shop Block, I think, is much better than the Nessie, honestly. I'm not a fan of what they did. But they did do one thing that really caught my interest. They made them without fins. There's no side fins like they do have it on the Nessie. I thought, well, that's interesting, because even the Grow Design have fins. So I've been trying to figure out a way to do it to where it's weedless. That's my end result here. I've been working for years about doing it, trying to figure out how to get the right buoyancy of the bait. Still put a fairly large EWG or swim bait hook in there that makes it heel properly and still float somewhat. A slow float or even a suspend would be fine. I don't want to sink, because I want it to originally and out of the gates float so that I can weight it myself, nail weights. When I laid this bait down, I laid it down to the point where it is halfway exactly all the way across. I don't know if you can see that right there and right there is all the way across. And I'm right now putting Vaseline on it so I can put my second coat. Betty! Video Betty. Yeah, she's going to say something about this. I did take the tail and put epoxy on it so that the little brush won't get stuck in the plaster. I'm going to use this as a base to see how well it swims by itself with the idea I have, which is elastomer. I think elastomer is the right way to go with this bait. I think elastomer gives it the buoyancy it needs, and I have yet to try this. I have taken a obscene amount of micro balloons and added it to the plastisol, creating a bait such as this one that floats very well. I mean, the plastisol 240, the plastics 242 already floats, but if you add the micro balloons, it can really float. But it can't float like it can the elastomer. So what I'm doing here is I put a little slit down here so that I can have a hook slot. I'm not going to make a cavity. I'm just going to make it to where it has a hook slot. And I've used just the micro balloons for now until I get the elastomer here in a couple days. It finally just shipped out this morning. Super excited. I'm trying hard not to get the Vaseline on the bait, and I'm really trying to do a good job of coverage here. Yeah, making sure it doesn't absorb in so fast. And here we go. We'll be back. So while we're letting that harden up, I wanted to make a couple more points about the problem with the soft plastic glide baits these days. Like the harness on this. Look at the ridiculousness of those hooks. They're huge. That's obscenely overkill. This is one that I made out of a Grow Design flag. I forget the number off the top of my head. You remember the size. And I put a float inside of it, and then nail weighted the bottom, and it was the best swimming one that I could make that was a replica of somebody's bait. When the Nessie came out, I of course tried to replicate it. It was a huge fail due to the fact that the fins were so thin. Really hard to duplicate that with plastisol. Also, they were hard and the plastisol was soft. Yada yada yada. I don't make insert hardware, so here we are. When this is done, we're going to pour some baits and try them out. Wanted to finish this video tonight and put it out there so that it's out there. And that by the end of the week, I will have a prototype of one of these glide baits. One of these topwater style swim baits are going to be made in an elastomer, finally, the way it should be, so they can be rigged weedless because this is where it needs to be going. I'm just the guy to do it. Look forward to seeing you soon.